Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on The Merchant of Venice and we get to hear from Portia again today. So on the Portia side of the story, remember her father decreed that anybody that wanted to try to marry her had to try to pick which of these three boxes contained her picture. And most of the guys that have come to try to woo her, which is a lot, because she's pretty and she's rich, so like what else could they possibly want? So all of these men have been coming from all over the world to try to woo her, and most of them she's been really hoping that they don't find the right box. And we saw the Prince of Morocco choose the gold box, which was wrong, and we saw the Prince of Aragon choose the silver box, which was also wrong. But now we have Bassanio here, and she actually likes Bassanio. So in yesterday's monologue, she was like, don't pick a box just yet. Like, wait a couple months so we can like hang out and have fun, and maybe you'll get to know me even better, and then you'll know which box is the right box, or maybe I could like drop some hints to let you know which box is the right box, that sort of a thing. And he's like, no, I got this. I can do this, because he's also in love with her. So between yesterday's monologue and today's monologue, they do exchange a vow of love to one another. So they're both on the same page. They both really want him to pick the correct box. And he's like, I would love to stay with you longer, but if I'm going to be married to you, I want to be married to you like now. So let's let the fortunes decide whether or not that gets to happen. And she says, away then. I am locked in one of them. If you do love me, you will find me out. Nerissa and the rest stand all aloof. Let music sound while he doth make his choice. Then, if he lose, he makes a swan-like end, fading in music. That the comparison may stand more proper. My eye shall be the stream and watery deathbed for him. He may win. And what is music then? Then music is even as the flourish when true subjects bow to a new crowned monarch. Such it is, as are those dulcet sounds in break of day that creep into the dreaming bridegroom's ear and summon him to marriage. Now he goes, with no less presence, but with much more love than young Alcides, when he did redeem the virgin tribute paid by howling Troy to the sea monster. I stand for sacrifice. The rest aloof are their Dardanian wives, with bleared visages come forth to view the issue of the exploit. Go, Hercules! Live thou! I live with much more dismay, I view the sight, than thou that makes the fray. So she's excited and she's nervous. And that whole reference to the sacrifice made by the Dardanians in Troy to the sea monster is, I believe, why one of my Shakespeare teachers referred to this speech as the Release the Kraken speech. I think this is the one that she was talking about. Because imagine like the old like black and white monster movies where they would take a virgin and tie her to some rocks, and then a great big kraken comes out of the sea and they're supposed to take the virgin, and then the sea monster won't destroy the village. That's kind of like the setup that's here. She's saying that in this moment, as he's going off to pick these boxes, pick which of these boxes contains her picture, she feels like that virgin who's tied to the rocks, and fate is the sea monster that's coming to get her and decide whether or not she gets to marry this man who she loves and really wants to marry. And she also requests that some music get to play while he's making his choice, because either it can provide a good soundtrack on which he can leave if he chooses the wrong box, like that will make it, like the end of the death of the swan in the ballet, that sort of Swan Lake, that's what I was going for. Like when the swan dies, he can die gracefully if there's music playing when he picks the wrong box. And to make it even prettier, she'll cry enough tears for him to float on a river of her tears out the door. But if there's music playing and he picks the right one, like what better way to celebrate than with a soundtrack and some dancing and some flourishes, like when a king gets crowned and all that sort of thing. So she has a very excited and very nervous energy going on here. She's like, this is tearing me apart even more than him that has to go and pick the boxes. So he goes to pick the box, and a song plays, and there's lyrics to this song, cute little song, but I'm not going to tell you what they are because we're not doing songs in this project. Maybe that'll be another project. But like the suitors before him that we have seen, he has to talk through his choice of which box he's going to pick and why, and we get to hear about that tomorrow. So what do you think? I mean, we are only in Act 3, Scene 2. Do you think that he picks the right box and it's all done now? Or does he pick the wrong box and then we have to figure out through the rest of the play how they can be together? Like, what do you think? What are your guesses? If you already know the play, don't say anything. But if you don't know the play, what do you think? Leave a comment. Let me know. Where is this play going to go? All right. I will see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.